Hi everyone, we're going to find a power series representation of x cubed divided by x plus 2. Alright, we want to write it in the form of 1 divided by 1 minus r, where you have absolute value of r is less than 1. So basically this form. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out the x cubed, and I want to write it on this left-hand side of the equation, times 1 divided by, now I'm going to factor out a 2, and then I'm going to write this as 1 plus x divided by 2. Since we have a negative, I'm going to change this to 1, trying to save some space here, 1 minus of negative x divided by 2. Okay, so basically that's it. And if you write this as a sum, this is going to be x cubed times the sum of n equals 0 to infinity of negative x divided by 2 to the power of n. Now, we do want to simplify this, but first let's do the interval of convergence. If looking at this, we have absolute value of negative x divided by 2 must be less than 1. So absolute value of x divided by 2 is less than 1. Just changing that to a positive because absolute value of negative is positive. So absolute value of x is less than 2 when you multiply both sides of the equation by 2, or the inequality. So our interval of convergence is negative 2 to 2 by definition of that. The only other thing we want to do is simplify this. So I can write this as the sum of n equals 0 to infinity. And I'm going to write this as negative 1 to the nth power. And then we have divided by 2 to the nth times x to the nth. And if we multiply this would be times x cubed. So this ends up being the sum of, as n equals 0 to infinity, of negative 1 to the nth times x to the power of n plus 3 divided by 2n plus 1. All right. Now this can expand. Let's expand this to 1 half x cubed minus 1/4 x to the 4th plus 1/8 x to the 5th minus 1/16 x to the 6th, and so on. All right. Another way you can write this, if we start at 3, so say n equals 3, you would have negative 1 to the power of n minus 1. And then since we're going up, this would be 2 to the power of n minus 2. And then we would just have x to the nth. And the only way you would want, the reason you'd want to write that is to change that to be x to the nth power. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.